So let's go.
Big cheers, everyone. Welcome to Texas on Tap, always with Miss Helen and producer Kyle. Hello, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm dressed warm and snug because I'm hitting the boat going to do our first cool fall fishing after this.
Nice. God, it's gonna be chilly out there.
Yeah, I know how to dress. You got to layer up a little bit. Then and
Yeah, yeah.
then it'll warm up. He'll take some off. But anyway, so that's the plan. We got some great
Sweet.
music to talk about.
Yeah, let's dive in. I think you went first last week.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, well, I'll start this time. Let's see, who do I want to start with? We'll start with Kate Watson. Kate Watson's been just steadily dropping singles for probably the last 2 years or so now, and she has one out to radio, I think, still right now that was doing really good, and she just dropped this one she's been teasing for a while. It's called Burn Barbie Burn. The
I love it.
production, yeah, it's so much fun. Production's killer. It's good timing, obviously, with the Barbie movie coming out recently, but it's like I guess it's kind of like a murder song. It's pretty hardcore, but it's like quirky and fun. And the thing I liked about this song is it's like it just the songwriting itself or the just everything about it's very unique. Like I was trying to think of anything it reminded me of, and there literally was nothing I could come up with. So,
You know why? Because it's the only true Kate Watson story. Did you see her little
oh,
reel that she did on social media?
oh no, I missed that.
Okay, so Kate came on, she gave a whole explanation. She was teasing the new single coming out. And so when she was little, true story, Nanny would always buy her Barbies. And she would be this sweet little girl would say, "Oh, thank you." But she really didn't like the Barbies. So then when she was 10 years old, she confessed to the family, sold them in a garage sale. And she said, literally, this is no hating on Barbie, but she wants to encourage, especially late girls, don't get boxed in, just be yourself. So
Oh
really,
wow,
there's a truly good meaning behind this. She's just so cute. I
yeah,
mean,
that is
just,
super cool.
yeah,
That's like
yeah. So
profound, man. Yeah, but I don't know. I thought it was great. Another thing that stuck out to me was just how she spelled like they do the KISSING thing, and she was
yes.
spelling out BURNING. I thought that was funny.
Yes.
It's just a cool little element to the thing. But yeah, good stuff. This song's gonna do really well, I know. And Kate's been playing all kinds of awesome shows, opening up for all the biggest names in Texas country. So good stuff there. And then another one, speaking of biggest names in Texas country, Shane Smith and the Saints just dropped a new single today. Or I guess yesterday to streaming. It's called Adeline. I think the first time they played this one live was at that sold out Red Rock show that we talked about with Shane when we had him on the podcast. And this is, I guess, probably single 3 or 4 from the upcoming album they just announced called Norther. It comes out in March next year. They stick to that traditional Western sound in the beginning, but then it kicks in with like these super rockin' drums, like massive guitars, super cool. And then it's just kind of like in the best way, like chaotic for the rest of the song. Like the last minute just kind of is all over the place and it's super cool. And it's kind of like, whoa, where is this taking me? But yeah, it's just cool. And then Shane's like singing in this higher register than he normally does. So his voice is kind of like, it's like growly, but also like straining, like not like it's too hard for him, but it's high and it's just cool. Like he found this new little pocket with his voice that I think is going to do really well.
Mhm.
And hopefully he kind of like uses that to his advantage on this record. So good stuff there. Shane Smith and the Saints, Adeline. And then last up, let's talk about the Taproom song of the week. Jarrod Morris. That's all right. Let's kick the doors open and we'll listen to it. It's Jarrod Morris, 20 somethings. I've always wanted to write a song about my 20s, and this one's really interesting. I'm not going to lie, I kind of had a hard time deciding if he was talking as someone who's lived through their 20s to people in their 20 somethings, or if he's kind of like talking a little shit about 20 somethings, or if he was like talking about it from his perspective. But I think that's like what's cool about the song. What did you get on that? Which perspective
I
were you
kind of
hearing?
agree with you. I need to go back and listen again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I thought it was really cool, but it's the storyline was compelling, but then he did that without losing focus of the production and like, the excitement of the music itself, which Jared's always been really good at. And once again, he released this in a really cool, pretty package. Like last time, the last song we covered, he did that whole intro track that was like separate, and then it kind of
Mhm.
went into the song. This one he released is what he called a digital 45, meaning like, an old school 45 vinyl single, and it's the recording on the front, and then on the B side is an acoustic version of the song. So
Yes, I saw that.
pretty sweet.
And yeah, and also his the show single is charting really good in Texas radio.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll get
Okay,
it.
so let's see. Okay, we're gonna leave the tap room door open for a very familiar name to so many people. George Ducas has a brand new single. It's called Crime Time. Here it is in the tap room. George Ducas, Crying Time is all the time. But he has a new album coming out, Long Way From Home. And this is got that Bakersfield kind of sound. And of
Yeah.
course, George is originally a native of Texas City, Galveston area. But if you'll go back to episode 13, in the very, very beginning, when we first started the podcast, George came on.
Yep.
And of course, he's a huge songwriter. He and Redney Foster co-wrote Kiss Me in the Dark, Party with Your Boots on, the Houston Rodeo licensed that. Of course, his big hit Lipstick Promises. So he's also, I mean, he's just written so many songs. So if you want to know more about George Ducas or get reminded, it's been a while, then catch up on the podcast. It's just scroll down. Because at first I thought I was losing. I was like, wait, we did have George Ducas on. It's like, yes, we
A
did. And
long
it was
time
a
ago.
great interview.
Yeah.
Known him, yes,
I
yes, he's just awesome.
I was gonna say I like what you said about the Bakersfield thing because he's kind of been like experimental. That last record he put out was like very Texas country, kind of like honky tonk style, and this one's like the complete opposite direction, which is very cool. It's like real tight and kind of like I don't even know what you'd call that style of dancing, but it's just a very, very different vibe. But he executed it very well. Kind of reminded me of like Broken Spokes, which I guess is still honky
Yeah.
tonk, but I don't
Oh,
know what the
very.
difference is. But so, anyways, very cool. I liked it.
Yeah, very, very cool. And the new album is entitled Long Way From Home. So we'll look forward
Mm.
to that coming out. Now let's talk about our girl Holly Tucker. We talked about this also when she was on the podcast. If you're gonna know my name, her album that came out, the song is called Thank You. And basically it's taking the high road during a breakup, no trash talking, no revenge. I'm not gonna hate you. And I love one of the lines that we talked about with Holly when she was on the podcast. You're not worth fighting for, but I know I am. So then after church, she reunites with the old friend. They go hang out. The rest is history. But basically taking that high road and thank you.
Yeah.
It was a good thing. Sometimes those things are good. It leads you to another path. We had that whole
Hmm.
discussion. You can also check out the podcast with Holly Tucker. Now, Casey Donahew has a new single out to radio. I love this song. It's called Oklahoma. And that great driving Casey Donahew kind of sound. But basically, he and a girl, their eyes met. They shared some Cuervo. They're in Oklahoma. And then he woke up the next morning on Tulsa time. Don't know if she's in California. It goes through all this stuff where she should be or could be. And basically, it's like, hopefully, just come back to Oklahoma. So a great solid song from Casey Donahew. And of course, I had to go in and listen to Casey Donahew. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I had to go to the White Trash Story. Now my name's Carl Wayne. Let's all say it together. Y'all are all thinking it out there as I talk about Casey Donahew. You are. You can't say Casey Donahew without my name is
That's
Carl
funny,
Wayne.
man.
That's such a good jam.
Yeah. And he's had some killer hits too in the last like couple of years with that last record. I can't remember the name of the album, but like Queen for a Night you hear in restaurants and stuff still all the time. So
Oh yes.
yeah.
Oh yes. Casey, please come on the podcast.
Yeah,
That would be
please,
that
please,
would be
please.
a great visit.
That would be.
Okay, so where are we now?
We'll talk about our friends at More Than Music Creations. If you head over to morethanmusiccreations.com, you can check out all kinds of good stuff. I'm sure that their order log is growing daily, getting closer to the holidays. So go ahead and jump in, place your order, get it in there so they can get you stuff before Christmas. I know we've still got like what 7 or 8 weeks until Christmas, but like Helen says every week, she's got her cart built. She's just got to push that order
I
button.
do.
So
Guess
quit
and
putting
guess
it
where I
off.
am. I'm at my payment. And I ordered this. I ordered Bree's Santa Fe bracelet. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, but all this stuff looks so good. And check out our Texas. I think our Texas Toast podcast. It's just our line is so nice. And I'll just be honest with you, this is great pricing. Our necklace is $45. The earrings are $25. And of course, it goes to a great cause and
Hmm.
it comes from your favorite artist's guitar strings. It's like that. It's like a special bonding with music and jewelry.
Yep.
So yeah.
So, and just a suggestion out there. I know, like we have the advertisement in the Tuesday episodes, and we always talk about them every Friday. But flip the script, and we always say, get something from More Than Music for your Texas country fan in your life. But if you are the Texas country fan or you are the Texas Toast podcast fan, head over to the website and grab something cool. Like Helen said, it's like $25, $45, super affordable.
Mhm.
Get something for your granddaughter, get something for your daughter or your mom or, your aunt or whatever. It's for anybody. Just because if somebody in your family or your friend doesn't know Texas country, well, get them a piece of awesome jewelry, tell them the story behind it, and then make them a fan.
I know, it's just so cool. How cool is that? And then,
Yeah.
and then I think about too, every now and then, girls, it's nice to treat yourself to something. Do girls' night out instead. Get you some more the music create. Get you it's a Texas toast set.
Yep.
I
And you can
like
wear
it.
it. You can wear it whenever you want.
You can because I dress mine up, dress mine down,
Hmm.
lose them.
And get some new ones.
We do that confession that I lost.
Oh yeah, we did that.
I have lost. I've got single earrings all over this place, and I can't. I guess I'll get a surprise one day, and I'll start finding them and be like, "Yay!"
Hmm.
Okay, that's what actually happened with these earrings I have on now. I had lost them, and I found the other one when I was getting ready to go anyway to the party this Saturday. All right, Texas country music chart. Back to business. Top five this week. Number five is James Land with Here With You. Ken Fo's Honky Tonk Honey went from 5 to 4. Randy Rogers Band stayed at 3 with Know That By Now. Turnpike Troubadours, excuse me, held at number 2 with Chipping Mill, and Cody Johnson still at number 1 with The Painter.
Yeah.
Looking at CD Extraction Texas top five, Matt Castillo went from 7 to 5 with Go Getter. Ken Fo 5 to 4 with their Honky Tonk Honey. Randy Rogers Band 3. Cody Johnson's at 2, and Turnpike Troubadours stayed at number 1 with Chipping Mill. So the top 3 stayed in the top 3. And since we are recording early to accommodate my schedule
Oh
this week,
yeah.
I don't have the current Texas country music chart, but I do want to mention because I talked about that in depthly last week, and we're going to see what happens with Matt Castillo on that because he this past reporting period he was at number 2. Randy Rogers Band had went from 2 to 1,
Hmm.
so we'll see. But it's like we have just that whole top 10 is loaded, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how that chart turns out. And of
It's a
course, those of you that
race.
yeah, those of you that keep up with Texas country music, you're gonna know what's going on because you probably follow the chart. And Christmas music's coming out already. I had like
Hmm.
3 Christmas tunes in my inbox today.
Yep. Helene's dropping some Christmas tunes. Did you see that?
I
So
saw
good.
your lyric video that you
Yeah, yeah,
did.
yeah. But that song was great. And then she's got another one coming out, I guess, today too. I Could Use a Silent Night, which is an awesome song. But then Helene's got a really great take on it. So y'all go check that out too.
I love her. And she's
Hmm.
also on the podcast if you want to get to know about. She was really, really
Yeah.
informative. It was really a good one.
Well,
Like her.
speaking of other people who have been on the podcast, talk about all the people that you got to hang out with this weekend. And I'm still
Oh,
jealous and had some FOMO that you got to go see all the people.
let's see. So I walked through the door and there was, of course, Ken Fo. They were right at the front door. Corliss, Buzz Russell. I got to hang out and really visit with John Teague. Had a great visit
Hmm.
with Chad Maldine and his wife, which Chad would love to come on the podcast.
Oh, cool.
And I noticed when I texted him my email address, I left the dash out and I haven't went back to correct that.
Uh-oh.
Who else was there? Oh my gosh. Oh, now I can't remember names. But anyway,
Jarrett was
Broken
there.
Spokes. Yeah,
Broken
Jarrett Ray
Spokes.
Reddick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Jared and I had a huge, wonderful visit. And it's so amazing because like everybody knows, I mean, how phenomenal he is.
Hmm.
And it was like he still remembers when he came on the red carpet last year at the Texas Country Music Awards. And he still tells me this, you were the first Texas country interview I ever had. And it was on the red carpet. I was like, well, that really doesn't count, but yay. So
I mean, that counts.
let's see. Sammy Saucedo, who else did I visit with? But here's the funny thing. So Broken Spokes, we love them and so close with them. So I kept seeing this girl and I can't think of her name. So sorry. I apologize, but that'll give you people, everybody something to research. So anyway, I kept seeing this girl and I'm like, where have I seen her? And so if you remember, in September, I went to Fayetteville to my high school friends' 35th anniversary, and they had like the little background music playing, like a little
Oh yeah.
violin, little stuff going on. She was one of the ones that played,
Oh wow.
and she's the fiddle player and vocalist for Broken Spokes. And I believe her husband plays the drums.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah,
Cool.
I was just like, small world because when they were introducing the band and they said Ellinger, I was like, whoa, that's her. That's
Mm.
why I recognized her. So yeah, it was a fun time. Jen and Ray, I mean, they were just so cute.
They
They
get
tried to get him
down.
out there to they
They
tried to get
parted.
out there and dance, and then Jen was like done. She was done with it. And so and I don't even know how this happened, but it's like, of course, I do love to dance. And
Hmm.
like my son, when he learned to dance, like he took it to the other level with the spins and all that backwards and all
Oh
that.
right, right, right.
And so don't even ask me why. This young man came up and asked me to dance. So I was like, thank you, Cody, for teaching me all those new groove moves.
Oh, because he was spinning you around all crazy.
Yeah, it's like I said, I said, no, I got this. My son thought I was the dancer in the family. My son took it to a whole nother
Oh
level back
man,
in the day. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And
very
everybody's
cool.
really excited about the upcoming Texas Country Music Awards, which
Hmm.
I'm not going to be there, as you know, but I'll be following along and missing everyone.
Yeah, we'll be there in spirit. I'm gonna get like a little printout picture of your face and like put it on, tack it on my back, so you're just like following me around everywhere.
Oh, that would be too cute, poor thing. You know you're
It
not going to do that,
sounds
but
kind of creepy actually, but that would be
that
funny.
would be so hilarious. That would be so
Or I'll just
hilarious.
put it on the backdrop on the sign thing at the red carpet, so you're in all the shots.
That would be nice. Oh, and I have to tell you one other thing about Corliss. So Corliss was the MC for the party, and
Hmm.
she loves to dress up like Marilyn Monroe. She's such
Yeah,
one of those big like ghosts and goblins kind of people and loves the costuming and all that.
yeah.
She was so adorable dressed up as
Mm.
Marilyn Monroe. And I mean, like literally sometimes like she'd be emceeing and then all of a sudden she'd bust into Marilyn Monroe and like she couldn't get out of character.
Oh, that's hilarious,
Love you,
man.
Corliss. Love my
Yeah,
sister.
it sounds like the party I missed. I mean, it was the party I missed, but that sounds like that was the party of the year, and I wish I could have made it.
And and what was cool about it is it was a party, but there was a lot of discussion about music and being able
Yeah, I
yeah,
figured it
and
was
being
kind of
able
like
to
a networking event for a lot of people too, you know?
yes, it was. And
Very cool.
so
And I was gonna say, you were talking about Jarrett and how he remembers things like that. And the crazy thing about that is like this past what was it, Sunday night? This past Sunday, he was playing at just little old Dan Electro's for Generate's party in the Houston Heights. And like 4 days before that, he was in downtown Strip, Las Vegas, playing on a massive stage for like literally 100,000 people.
no, he's so awesome. And
That's crazy.
if you haven't seen his Texas set, I insist on it, seeing Jarrett Ray Reddick, or I'm highly recommending.
Yeah.
Also the Broken Spokes.
Hmm.
They've been on the podcast, get to know their music, get to know them because they literally killed it. I mean, like everybody was just blown
On
away.
fire. Nice.
Yes.
Good, good. Well, man, I guess you can't top that weekend. I don't have a whole lot going on this weekend. You got big plans? I know y'all are gonna go fishing now.
Well, yeah, just getting ready for the procedure
Everything
next week.
next week. Yep.
And
Okay.
let's talk about your do-si-do thing.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the tickets are selling quick. I just checked yesterday and I mean, there's still some available. It's kind of limited. If you've been to Do-Si-Do, you know how that works. You have to pick your seat, which is awesome if you get them in time. Not quite as awesome if you wait too long. So that's why I've kind of encouraged everybody to go ahead and go to the link and grab tickets now. But they're $10. There's 5 bands playing. It's me, 35 Drive, Garrison Nunn, Billy Joe Jones, Sun Valley Station, and I think that's it, right? I think that was five. Yeah. But anyways, 5 bands, $10, all one stage, one night at the coolest venue in Houston.
At the great
Um,
yes.
yeah, it's to me, it's a no-brainer. It's like if you like country music, there's no reason you wouldn't go to this show because any other show is going to cost you like $40 just to go see one or two bands. So, go to Do-Si-Do. You get to sit down and relax. Country music's like right there in your lap. It sounds awesome. Best food you'll ever have at a restaurant or at a venue. So check it out. It's I guess they have one actually on Tuesday next week. There's 5 other bands playing. I couldn't tell you who's playing that one because
Mhm.
I'm not researched up on that. But and then I'm playing the next night on Wednesday. So either one, just go to either one and support the bands. And also 2 of the 10 bands playing total get a chance. Well, 2 of the bands playing will actually play biggest Texas Fest in May out in Conroe at Montgomery County Fairgrounds. So it's cool. Fingers crossed.
How are they picking that?
It's all
When
kinds
like
of stuff. So it's like the amount of people you bring, your crowd reaction, your songwriting, your stage presence. I'm hoping promotion kind of helps a little bit because I've been like going crazy on the promotion. Like I made a flyer yesterday and I was posting videos and I've got this like hilarious little commercial thing that I made. It's kind of like a WWE like introduction video that I'm going to put out later. And so I've been going crazy on promotion. So I hope they weigh that. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm just having fun.
I so wish we could be there because ironically enough, we'll be checking into the med center on Wednesday when you're playing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
obviously can't make it. So
No worries.
I'll be cheering from down there.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to live stream it or something. Maybe we'll figure that out.
That would be so awesome for real.
Yep.
For real. And then you could put like some like all the sound effects coming from the straight. Make
Yeah.
it loud.
We'll
Y'all
figure
go
something
cheer
out.
loud. Go
It'll be
cheer
cool.
loud for Kyle.
Please,
Yes.
please, please. That would be great. Okay, well, I think there's a bunch of other stuff I wanted to talk about. We had Brandon Ryder on this past week. We had Braxton Keith before that. Two amazing interviews. Brandon's like one of the very first Texas country dudes, and he's also like super innovative, tells the best stories. Like that thing where he was talking about he went in to cut that first record in Nashville with Walt and like couldn't sing and went to an ENT and he just like shot him up with
Yes.
some stuff and he sang like a bird. I thought that was hilarious.
I know. And of course, that day we all had allergies and we were really wishing we
Yeah,
knew
right.
what it
What
was.
did you get, man?
But it was such a great visit with Brendan because like we could have went on and on. Like he's got to come back. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah. When that record comes.
Brandon and I like literally I think we could do like a regular thing, like a quarterly thing, because there was just so much to talk about. But he's just we think in that same wheelhouse. Like
Yeah.
there was just such a connection there. And then we have another upcoming big episode coming up.
We've got
Great
a
visit.
handful of big episodes coming up. Yeah, she's talking about William Clark Green, I believe, right? Yeah,
Yes.
so we just talked to Will the other day. It was very cool. He was like let us in on all kinds of stuff I'd never even heard about. So that's like a longer episode than normal actually. So that one will be coming out in 2 weeks. So you're gonna have to hold tight for that one. This coming Tuesday, we've got Linda from TCMA's coming on to give you like all the ins and outs of the award show, everything to expect, everything that goes into like planning it and organizing it and hiring staff and running the show and sponsors and literally just everything. And all the stuff that she has to do to put that together. And if you listen to the Brandon episode, that just like he was saying, with his connection there, he's the spokesman. Linda is the powerhouse, the power plant behind the operation. She literally does
And
everything. So
yes, and it's funny because her ears should have been burning Sunday night
yeah,
because we were all sitting around the table. It was Corliss and Buzz and me, and of course Chad Maldine, and like
yeah.
we were just like talking about how this the impact that she has and her
And how does she
visions, the
do it?
visions that
Yeah.
she comes up with. Yes, yes.
Yep. So check that one out on Tuesday, and then the week after that, we'll have William Clark Green, which, like we said, is just an amazing conversation. Like he was just so cool, and just kind of like laid it all out there, and it was pretty fascinating. But then we've also got like who else? We've got
Can I say one more thing about William Clark Green?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Since it's 2 weeks until it comes out, and we do talk in depthly about the making of, but Live from Baker Hotel, that project is
Hmm.
coming out in the next few days. Like what's
Probably
today?
today,
Like
right?
Friday? Today,
Or
yeah, the day
yeah,
this airs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
The day this
So
airs,
make
right?
so make sure you're on top of that. And
Hmm.
he's got a video coming out that was from there for anymore. But anyway, but we do talk in depthly about that
Yeah,
and
so
many
much
other
detail.
things.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, 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 you're good. And sorry, I was trying to think of who else we've got, but it's like, yeah, we've got Linda next week. We've got William Clark Green the week after that. We've got the TCMA red carpet recap after that. Then we've got Juliana Rankin. Then we've got Chaser Crouch. It's like crazy. We've got so many people and so many people asking, and I'm having to be like, oh my God, like I wish, but we're already doing 2 episodes a week. Can't do any more than that. Otherwise, I mean, to stay on top of the schedule right now to get everybody in quickly, we'd be doing like 6 episodes a week. So we love that everybody's wanting to come on and we love that everybody's enjoying the show. But we're just going to keep it consistent and just bring you the best episode we can every week.
And if you would like to support us and team up with us and be a sponsor of this awesome podcast, reach out because we
Yep.
are ready and we
Yep.
have the numbers.
Yeah, hit us up. It's you can contact me at texastoastpod@gmail.com. And if you're just a fan who loves the show, it's equally as helpful just to share, send it, the YouTube channel, or
Please
just
share.
send our name or something to your friend who loves Texas country music, just to help get the word out. The most helpful thing to us right now as a listener would be if you go over to our YouTube channel and just hit that subscribe button. It's the easiest thing you could possibly do, and it helps us exponentially. So if you do that, that would be extremely amazing, and we would love you endlessly.
Okay, well, we'll have a lot to talk about next week.
Hmm. We will. How's that going to work? We're going to do that normally? We'll
I don't
figure it
know.
out.
We'll figure it out. We
Okay.
always do. We always
Yep.
figure it out.
We always do.
Maybe
Okay.
not. Think into the situation where I'll be next Thursday. Please pray, everyone, next Thursday,
Yeah.
and
Everybody be thinking about y'all.
you'll be headed to awards. So we'll
Hmm.
just see. But
We'll figure something out.
regardless,
We'll definitely get you running down the nominees for all the categories and stuff, if anything. But hopefully we can get together and make an episode happen.
let's do that.
Cool. All righty.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.